Who is this ghastly man?
Your one and only favorite Muppet. Hey, what's going on, Booms? It's good to see you again. Welcome back. It looks like I'm back on the Would I Lie to You binge. I wasn't planning on doing another one anytime soon, but this one is Joe Thomas from the In-Betweeners. He plays Simon, and I thought I'd do one to see if I could figure out if he's lying. Before we get into it, though, I do want to throw it out there because I still get asked if I'm going to rewatch the In-Betweeners with Queen Boomer. And the answer is yes. When? I don't know. But the main reason why I want to eventually rewatch the In-Betweeners is because on our Patreon we do not have In-Betweeners reactions because like before I started the Patreon I had already gotten rid of the old In-Betweeners reaction files. So on Patreon and some people I've been getting actually quite often lately people sign up for the Patreon and then going, where's the In-Betweeners reactions? I got rid of them before I started the Patreon. So I need a Patreon In-Betweeners reaction series catalog, if you will. So it's going to happen at some point, but maybe not in the next couple months, but it will happen down the road. I do need to have on Patreon my a collection of In-Betweeners reactions for people to check out. So it's going to happen. Maybe not, in the next month or two, but it will happen probably before the year ends. So for those of you who are interested in that or excited to hear that, there's that information for you. But anyway, Joe Thomas, and let's see if he's lying. Here we go. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. Let's check it out.
It once took me 5.5 hours to cook macaroni cheese.
5.5 hours to cook macaroni and cheese. Because he's young and maybe it happened when he was a teenager and he didn't know what he was doing, I'm going to lean more towards true. But we'll see. Let's see what kind of questions are thrown at him here.
Is it homemade macaroni, as in you made the pasta?
No. It was dried macaroni.
How long does it take to boil macaroni? 10
It's
minutes?
not just
10,
boil
12.
it. There's more to it. There's more to it than that.
There's a lot to making macaroni cheese.
There's
It's
more-
not just boil. You have to, make a roux, which is like a
Cheese
white
sauce.
sauce, but be
Yeah.
careful because it goes lumpy and
5.5 hours long.
You may be helping him out here, Joe.
Oh,
If
sorry.
this is like, how do you make macaroni cheese,
You make
Joe?
a roux and it can go lumpy and...
How would you make a roux? And don't say you had it off with a kangaroo.
We could have a little Joey, couldn't we?
That's good. Oh, that's very good.
Don't need your pity. I do a bit, but I was following a recipe. So I remember it had 4 different types of cheese in it, but it got.
Do you remember the types of cheese?
Mozzarella. Not really.
I'm like heavily leaning towards true now. But I didn't, I guess making it from scratch, it could take a while. But here's the thing though, cause I could have no fucking clue, cause I've never been a macaroni and cheese guy. I've never liked macaroni and cheese. Don't ask me why. Some people think it's blasphemous, but it's just never been my thing. So I would have no idea, unless it was, the prepackaged stuff, I would have no clue where to start other than you need a lot of cheese. Maybe you need different types of cheese, but whatever. Like the lady said, there's all kinds of things that could go wrong. Who knows?
All right, let me rephrase the question. Could you name any cheeses?
Was there a specific occasion? Was this for someone's birthday party or your birthday or...
We were on holiday.
Who's we?
It's my family and another family.
And is it your job to cook for everybody?
Not after that, no. The whole thing got held up because somebody stole some of the cheese.
Who took your cheese?
Well, I can't remember who it was, but I do remember that actually at that stage I said I'm not doing the meal at all anymore. So
Where were you, Joe? Where did this happen?
Cornwall.
So somebody came and took one of the cheeses, and you needed 4 cheeses.
I had 4, and I had it all laid out because I like to get everything kind of meticulously ready. So sort of 2 hours in, all I'd really done was get all the ingredients into. I think I've seen too many cooking shows, so I like to have all the ingredients in all the special pots.
All pre-weighed on a saucer and all that.
pre-weighed, yes.
But is anything being cooked at this point? Is the macaroni on?
No, nothing. No.
You haven't cooked anything. All you've done is lay out the ingredients.
Also, there was another delay, which was that I had to move the car. So
Was it in the kitchen?
no, it was parked. It was blocking one of the neighbours'
Arteries.
drives or something. So I had to go and move the car, and then I couldn't find anywhere else to park because it was these like really, really narrow lanes. So I was just getting further and further and further away from where my family were.
Why couldn't someone else park it for you?
Because of insurance and, you know.
In his defense, whenever I make something, especially if it's like a dinner, or so, I do like laying out all the stuff that I'm going to use in front of me. I do like doing that. I don't know. It sure as hell doesn't take me 2 hours, but I do like to lay out everything in front of me that I'm going to use. I do tend to do that.
Yeah, but
you
no one
throw
would
it
have
into
seen
the
you.
head
You're in the middle of
everywhere.
nowhere.
They wouldn't have seen it, but, you know, you can't muck around.
Joe, what are you thinking?
I think it could be true.
Really?
So I read something the other day, and this woman
Yeah.
was complaining about her son. She said she asked him to empty the dishwasher, which is the one thing she asks him to do every day. And she timed him, and it took 4.5 hours. And that was because he was just kind of teenager-ish. At one point, apparently, he said, "I've just got to go and have a rest." So I think it's possible.
Sounds like a teenager.
Joe strikes me as a man that's not in a rush. I would like to be with him in a fire. Bobby?
So let's lean towards true.
Okay, well, say...
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking it's true also. Now I'm coming off my my first correct guess in a long time with "Would I Lie to You" reaction. So let's see how this goes. I think it's true.
It's true.
You're going to say it's true. Okay.
Yes.
Joe, was that the truth or was it a lie?
But it's true.
All right.
It's true. Joe did spend 5.5 hours making macaroni cheese.
That's something that. I mean, one of the before anybody even said anything, the reason I thought it was true is because it was. I figured that's a teenager's move to try to make something and you don't know what you're doing and it takes forever and you fuck it up. That's as the one lady with the red hair and the glasses said, it's teenager-ish. That's. I kind of like that word, but I don't want to use it. But yeah, that's how us teenagers are and how we were when we were teenagers. We screwed up. We tried to do things without really knowing what we're doing and screwed it up. And Lord knows all of us have tried to cook meals when we don't really know what we're doing and it comes out a complete mess and it takes forever. And usually the longer it takes to do something, the worse it ends up, So I was leaning towards true before anybody even said anything, but most of the stuff that was said makes sense. I liked it, Lee Mack, but it was blocked. What, arteries? That was a nice quick one from Lee Mack. Yet again, Lee Mack is so fucking quick. He's so talented. But it was nice to see Joe Thomas on one of these shows. Because I've reacted to him on In-Betweeners, that movie, The Festival, and actually that was my Discord, not you guys. So ignore that. But and currently I just started watching Fresh Meat on Patreon. I don't know if those reaction shows will make it to YouTube. Most of the shows I react to are on Patreon now. I have had, by the time this comes out, I have had recent success with Phoenix Nights and Black Books. But I just started those as well. I started a bunch of new shows the past couple weeks. But Fresh Meat, I haven't tried to put it on YouTube yet, but we'll see if it gets through. If it doesn't, it is what it is. That's why I created the Patreon in the first place, because show reactions are not they don't go well with YouTube these days. So, but again, be on the lookout in the next few months for in-betweeners reactions again, because I need a catalog on my Patreon. But it was nice to see Joe Thomas outside of, you know, the shows that he does for a change, and see him in his, just being himself. He seems like a nice guy. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the reaction. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I'll see you again soon. Peace out.